How many times have you walked out into nature, or even out into your very own neighborhood, and sucked in a deep breath, like wow, as you looked up at the immense expanse of sky that just goes on forever? These photos of the skies in and around Oceanside, California, were taken by Soraya Hajimusa, talented composer of light and shadow, bringer together of joy and sorrow. They are Soraya's sky. In a comment on Facebook, Soraya wrote, "I can take pictures like this for as long as I live." And she did. Soraya's photos are momentous, images of special moments, moments that make their mark upon the mind and the imagination. She found the love in her heart reflected back to her in nature, because that's the kind of person she was. So why should you care? Because Soraya has an important message for you. Soraya was her own unique person, and her life was undoubtedly different from yours. But you're about to find out why her message could be as vital to your life as sunshine and water. But first, hang loose a minute, if you will, while we show you something of her life, to give you more of a feel for who she was. Soraya grew up in a happy family. She loved her mother and her father, and her big sister Miriam, and her older brother John. And she loved her friends. She was a happy child, a thumbs-up sort of girl, always active, always doing something. She loved beauty, and she loved flowers, and she loved animals. This little Dalmatian grew up with her. And later on, she welcomed other animals into her life, both long-term as a special pet and just for the moment at the fair. You remember what it was like to be a little kid, right? Birthday parties where sometimes things went the way you wanted, and sometimes they didn't. And Halloween with costumes and trick-or-treat candy. Just like you, Soraya was into it.
My name's Gabby. Soraya was one of my best friends, and she was just full of life. And she always had, like, her mind was so, like, big and expanding towards different things to do every single day. And when she was kind of a risky person too sometimes. She would like to take a lot of risks. One time, maybe we should jump off the pier, and I was like, maybe we shouldn't do that. Wouldn't it be fun though? No, it would not be fun. She really did like doing makeup. I noticed that. She would come to my house, and that's the first thing we would do. We'd go to my room, play with all my makeup that we had there. She always painted her nails.
After high school, Soraya attended Oceanside College of Beauty, where she worked hard to learn everything she could. And while she was there, she found new ways to play with makeup. She graduated and was planning to go to LA on Saturday to take the licensing exam. But Soraya never made it to Saturday. She never got to hug her mom again, or go out with her dad. She never got to hang out with her friends again. And she never got to fulfill her dream of moving to Arizona to be with her boyfriend.
It's like when I wake up, it's like I know Soraya's not going to be here another day, and I look at my phone and I see her number, and it's like something I just can't delete. And like,
this brings us to Soraya's message. Be careful. Life can end with no warning. In her very last moment at the age of 19, Soraya was killed in a head-on collision when she lost control of her car in the rain. It was Friday, January 25th, 2013. She was apparently texting when her Honda collided with a big rig freightliner. Soraya was the one who drew this tree. Like her, it had strong roots and a lot more leafing out to do. To her family and friends, Soraya remains forever 19. They will never get to celebrate her 21st birthday with her or attend her wedding. Don't let this happen to you. Don't force your friends and family to say goodbye to you in such a final way while you have your whole life ahead of you. The title of this video, Forever 19, may have an intriguing ring to it, but it makes a better title than an epitaph. So here's the question. What about you? Do you text when you're driving? Why? Is there any reason good enough to risk your life for, or the lives of the people in a car you might collide with? The thing is, everybody agrees that texting is dangerous. The question is, what can we do about it? What can you do to prevent this kind of tragedy? Number 1, take the pledge. Go to itcanwait.com and encourage your friends to do the same. Next, invoke the 30-minute rule. Tell everyone you know you never text while driving. Let them know you'll get back to them as soon as you can, and it might take you up to 30 minutes. Of course, this means you've got to agree to chill too when you text a friend and expect a response. The 30-minute rule. Number 3, mind your safe buffer time. Think it's 3 seconds? Think again. You may have as little as 1 second, or even half a second. Remember, nobody ever expects to crash. Some teens say that they text while driving because long drives are so boring. Life-saving rule number 4, entertain yourself. There are lots of ways to keep your mind busy. Believe it or not, you are a creative genius. I know you know that. Wow yourself. Whatever you do, don't let Soraya's death, or the deaths of countless others who've made the mistake of texting while driving, be in vain. What if Soraya were one of your friends? One friend drew this picture in memory of her. Soraya might like you to remember her the way she looked in her Facebook picture. Or, who knows, she might prefer to have you think of her spirit the way she represented herself in this mask. The thing is, no matter how you choose to remember her, or whether you choose to remember her at all, she is forever 19. Dearly loved and sorely missed, she lives on in the hearts of her family and friends. Don't let this happen to you. Let Soraya's skies open up new horizons for you. New horizons and new adventure every day. Do yourself a favor. Don't text while driving, ever again. Let this be your day to start saving lives.